Assalamualaikum. Hello, everybody. So, we are Peer Group G, and today we are going to be discussing about one of the major components in being a better communicator, which is body language. So, now we will move on to my friend who will explain more about body language.
Greetings, my name is Faiq Iz'aan bin Mazalan, and now I would like to elaborate more about body language. So, what is body language? Body language is a method of communication in which bodily activities are utilized to communicate or transmit information rather than words. Body postures and gestures, head and neck signal, facial expressions, and eye contact are all examples of body language. Body language exists in both human and animal. Although the articles concentrates on human body interpretations, or as known as kinesics. Although body language is a crucial element of communication, most of it occurs subconsciously. Body language should not be confused with sign language, as a sign language are languages with their own complicated grammar systems, as well as the ability to display the essential qualities of all languages. Body language, on the other hand, lacks a grammatical structure and must be interpreted widely, rather than having an absolute meaning associated with a specific movement. Hence, it is not a language and is just referred to as a language owing to popular culture.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Mohammad Firdaus. So the first feature of body language is the body gesture and posture. So for the posture, people tend to draw back into their seat or slouch or hunch forward or turn their body slightly away if they feel unsettled, nervous or afraid. If the people frequently shifting position or leaning away, it might indicate they feel discomfort or unease. Body gesture, which also associate with hands and arms and legs, people will tremble their fingers or clench fists or clenching closes or have fidgeting hands if they feel anger, fear or have anxiety. And then if they put their hand on their head, neck or on their leg, it might indicate they are trying to self-soothing themselves so that they can be calm to try to communicate with the other people. For arm and leg, people might cross the arm or usually seem like they are trying to be defensive, but it can also indicate they are trying to self-soothing themselves. For people that have open or relaxed arms, they are indicating that they are willing to communicate with others without any feeling of insecurity, any unease.
The next topic is head and neck signals. We might take it for granted that head and neck can give out a lot of idea about how someone feels or reacts towards something. The body language of head and neck should be in conjunction to each other because naturally head and neck are attached to human body. So of course they must come together. It can be very surprising that neck and head can produce various range of movements that can hint about how someone feels about something. For example, when we nod our head, it simply say yes or the fact that we agree about something. And in the other hand, when we shake our head, it means that we are saying no or we disagree about an idea. The other thing is raising our head. When we raise our head, it can means that we are showing interest, or we might want to show our pride and showing that we are the boss here. In contrast to that, lowering your head. Lowering your head can means that you are in submission or you are paying respect to someone. And when you tilt your head, it means that you are curious or you just simply in condition that you are uncertain about something, and it can be combination of any of these. For example, you lower and you shake your head. That means you are disappointed in something. So you can pretty much, make the combination of any of these that can produce a lot of hints about how someone feels. I think that's pretty much it for head and neck signals.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Ahmad Syafik. So I will share about facial expression. Facial expression is part of body language and the expression of emotion. It is used by humans to convey various types of meaning in various contexts. It can be interpreted with a combination of multiple signs such as the movement of the eyes, eyebrows, lip, nose, and cheeks. There are over 10,000 facial expressions, but we are only going to talk about the 5 major ones. The first one is happiness. Basically, happiness is just a big smile. You can tell if it is a real smile if there are wrinkles around the eyes. Only 1 in 10 people can make these wrinkles on purpose. So this is the best way to tell if someone is actually faking a smile or if they are genuinely happy. The next one is sadness. Sadness is the hardest expression to fake. It takes more muscle to frown than smile. This means when you see a sad expression, it is almost always true. If someone is sad, the corner of their lips will curl down and the inner part of their eyebrow will push together, forming the vertical lines. Usually, sadness is the longest facial expression. The next one is anger. Anger expression is found when someone pulls their eyebrows down and pulls their lips into a hard line. Sometimes you will see them pull their chin up to display confidence. The best way to read anger is to look for vertical lines between their eyebrows. The next expression is fear. When you are fear, more of the white of the eyes will be shown. You will raise the eyebrows, but your mouth will be in neutral position to either scream or taking a big breath of oxygen. Your eyes go up to take in more light so that you can see more, while your mouth is ready to set up your body for the fight or flight response. The last expression is surprise. Surprise is very similar to fear, but the biggest difference between them is that surprise causes your mouth to drop down, while for fear, your mouth will keep shut. Another thing to notice is that when you are surprised, the eyebrows are rounded, unlike in fear. So that's all from me, thank you.
Hello, my name is Izwan and so today I will be talking about eye contact in body language. So first of all, what is eye contact? Eye contact is one of the non-verbal communications you can make through your body. Our eyes can send and receive information just by looking at another person's eyes. For example, like parents looking at their children's eyes to tell whether they are lying or not, or teenagers trying to catch the interest of their loved ones or crush by trying to catch their eye. And also some might try to beat up other person just because the other person looks at them in the wrong way. Many would say that eye contact is where the terror and the thrill of intimacy happens. However, for those who suffer deep guilt, shame, or anxiety, eye contact will feel dangerous to them instead. So, what does eye contact tell you about the person? So the first one is whether the person is confident or insecure. So if the person is insecure, they will probably most likely make less eye contact with you compared with a confident person. So the next is you can tell what kind of personality someone has. So for example, let's say that if someone is introverted, they will probably make less eye contact with you when you are talking with them. And if the person is extroverted, they will most probably make more eye contact with you when you are talking with them. And finally, how interested a person is in the conversation. So if you or the other person is making eye contact or making many types of eye contact, then it is most probably that you or the other person is interested in what the other are saying. And it can also be applied vice versa, where if you and the other person is not giving much eye contact, then it probably means that you or the other person are not really interested in what the other is saying.
Hai Nazrin, aku perasan kau tak masuk kelas tadi. Ada apa-apa ke?
Aku tak masuk tadi. Terlena. Aku pun bukannya faham sangat tengok kelas online je. Malas lah nak buka.
Oh, kau bukan terlepas. Lepas ni try lah masuk. Mana tahu boleh faham.
Tak tahulah. Aku pun banyak assignment tak buat. Aku tak buat sebab memang tak faham lah subjek ni. Stres lah.
Oh, kau stres sebab pelajaran. Tak apa weh, aku ada tips. Kalau kau cuba buat jadual belajar. Maksudnya kau ada time belajar kau ada time study, kau ada time belajar, kau ada time main. So nanti petang kita boleh main futsal sesama atau malam kita push rank Valorant ke kan. Kalau aku punya style, kalau time study aku study lah. Kalau time aku main betul lah. Macam tak biasa aku top scorer kan.
Okay. Mantap idea. Aku datang bilik kau boleh? Bolehlah aku belajar dari kau macam mana buat belajar, macam mana nak buat jadual yang betul.
Tak ada hal. Kau datang ke bila-bila. Boleh nanti aku ajar kan.
Okay lah. Thank you.
Okay, beres. Ciao.
Bye.